I'm going on a Meals on Wheels run with Seniors First CEO Marsha Lorenz and Chief Development Officer Wendy Jackson to find out how the nonprofit enhances senior quality of life in Central Florida.
Tell us about yourself and Seniors First.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here today. So my name is Marsha Lorenz, and I have been the CEO at Seniors First since 2009. So I came to Florida in the early 80s, and I've been in senior services since I've been in Florida. Love what I do, love working with seniors. They're generally grateful for what we do for them, and it really is a good mission, and we make a difference every day.
How does the Meals on Wheels program work?
So the Meals on Wheels program, and actually you're going to have an opportunity to go see it in person. We're going to do a ride along and you'll actually see the delivery piece. So Meals on Wheels works by referral. So we get referrals from all over, different self-report, hospitals, doctors, all of that for seniors that are in need of nutrition and food and meals. So our seniors are generally homebound. Not always, they don't have to be homebound. They usually have some kind of a medical issue that makes it difficult for them to cook, stand for long periods of time. There's also an access issue. They can't get to the grocery stores, they can't use or access public transportation, and so we deliver the meals to them to make sure that they get the nutrition that they need, stay out of the hospital, and are able to stay at home for a long period of time. So they call us, they get on our waiting list, and then we assess them and put them on services as we have funding available to add them to the program.
Well, I can't wait to go and check it out. What other services and programs does Seniors First provide?
So Seniors First is best known for our Meals on Wheels program. However, we do a lot of in-home services, things like homemaker, personal care, respite, companion. Those are our biggest in-home services. We also have Stepping Stone Medical Equipment Bank, which you'll actually see because that's where we're going to pick up the meals. We are public guardians. We do that in both Orange and Seminole County. We have an office in Polk County. We also do services in Seminole County. We have a food pantry and the neighborhood lunch program, which is another nutrition program, and those are for seniors that are more mobile. And you can actually, those seniors that can drive can actually come to the neighborhood lunch sites. We have 16 locations throughout Orange County. So, and they're all a little bit different. Some of them are in subsidized housing, some of them are in churches, some of them are in senior centers. We have a combination of direct staff that we provide. Sometimes the site provides the volunteer or the staffing there. All kinds of activities, and so it's really fun. And what we say is that the socialization for the seniors is sometimes more important than the meal. They love getting together and seeing each other. And so now that things have opened up again, they're happy to be back.
What best ways can we take care of our elderly?
I think that seniors are sometimes forgotten. Check on your senior, call on them, see them, visit them, make sure that they're okay, which is what Seniors First does, whether they have family or they don't have family. And just because you have family doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to take care of you. So making sure that they're not forgotten and that they are made to feel important.
What are the main needs of the elderly in Central Florida?
So we will tell you that food insecurity is a big issue in Central Florida. Statistics show that 1 in 6 seniors doesn't know where their next meal is coming from. What that translates to in Orange County is 16,000 seniors that are at risk and food insecure. So that's one of the things that Seniors First alleviates hunger and actually meets that need in terms of our Meals on Wheels program and the neighborhood lunch program. And the other piece is access. Transportation has some challenges in this city, so they don't have access. They don't sometimes drive, they don't have family that can do things for them, they can't get on a bus, and so we bring the services. So the food insecurity, the isolation and depression are things that, that we're seeing. It really all translates to our whole mission to keep seniors independent and in their own homes for as long as possible. And again, the mobility piece, the access piece, is a huge part of that, and then the continuum of services that we provide helps keep them in their own home for as long as possible as well. There's a whole lot between being totally independent and nursing home care, and so we meet a lot of those needs up until that point.
And for people interested in participating in your programs, how do they get in touch?
They need to call our regular number, so our main number to Seniors First, which is the 407-292-0177. And then we have an intake and referral specialist, and she will take their information, go through a preliminary screen, and then based on that and the availability of funding, we put them on the program. It's based on a priority score. So because we have resources, we target our resources to the people that are most in need. So once they get screened, they go on a waiting list, and as funding becomes available, they get on the program.
Is there an income level that they have to meet?
There is not. There is not. It's needs-based. If somebody calls and they have a higher need or a higher priority, they can go on before somebody who's been on the waiting list. So it's really not always based on length of time on the waiting list. It's based on need and priority. Yeah, so we target our resources. We're good stewards of the public dollar, and we're very transparent in terms of, the money that we spend.
How do the meals get prepped into those packages?
So they do that, the site specialists do that, but we actually have a finishing kitchen here in Orlando. We don't have a kitchen of our own, so we use a vendor. It's called GA Foods, and GA Foods is actually the one that puts the meals together. They meet all the dietary requirements, so they all are nutritionally sound, and they meet the needs of the seniors, based on what their dietary requirements and guidelines. So we deliver between 800 and 1,000 meals a day using 350 volunteers.
Oh, wow. If someone wants to volunteer, how do they get involved?
So we have a volunteer coordinator that they can call. Her name's Maureen Sullivan, and she is amazing. And so they connect with Maureen, and then Maureen finds out exactly what their interest is, how they want to be involved. Volunteers are the lifeblood of what Seniors First does. We could not do what we do without volunteers. No two ways about it. We are very grateful. Last hot meal, and then she's gonna get the 2 colds. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you got an extra cold meal today?
Okay.
Yeah. Everything good?
Yes.
Good. You look very nice today. Well, it's good to see you.
If you're enjoying this show, please subscribe to our channel and follow our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter accounts.